When we think of global power and strategy, our minds often drift to bustling metropolises or contested waters in the east. Yet, nestled between the Arctic and Atlantic Oceans, a vast, ice-covered landmass is quietly emerging as a pivotal piece on the world's geopolitical chessboard. This is Greenland, and its strategic importance to the United States is growing at an unprecedented rate, rooted in a unique combination of military positioning, resource potential, and control over future global trade routes. Understanding this dynamic is key to deciphering the future of Arctic competition and America's role within it. At the northernmost tip of Greenland lies one of the most critical, yet least known, assets in the U.S. defense network, Thule Air Base, now known as Pituffik Space Base. For decades, this installation has been the bedrock of American early warning systems, its powerful radar arrays scanning the skies for ballistic missiles arcing over the North Pole. It provides a strategic vantage point that is simply irreplaceable, offering unparalleled surveillance and space domain awareness for North America. As Russia reasserts its military presence in the Arctic and China declares itself a near-Arctic state, the base's role is not just a relic of the Cold War, but a cornerstone of modern national security. Its location ensures that the U.S. threats emanating from the high north lies a treasure trove's immense untapped natural resources. Geologists estimate that the island holds significant deposits of rare earth minerals, which are essential components for everything from smartphones and electric vehicles to advanced defense systems. Furthermore, its continental shelf is believed to contain vast reserves of oil and natural gas. As global demand for these resources intensifies and technology makes extraction in harsh environments more feasible, Greenland transforms from a barren wasteland into a potential powerhouse of critical materials. For the United States, securing access to a stable, friendly supply of these resources is a major strategic goal, reducing dependency on competitors like China, who currently dominate the rare earth market. The undeniable reality of climate change is reshaping the planet, and nowhere is this more evident than in the Arctic. As the polar ice caps recede, new maritime corridors are opening up, most notably the Transpolar Sea Route, which could one day run directly over the North Pole. Greenland's geographic position makes it the gatekeeper to these emerging Arctic shipping lanes. These routes promise to dramatically shorten transit times between Asia, Europe, and North America, revolutionizing global trade. For the United States, having a strong partnership with Greenland ensures influence over these future arteries of commerce. It is a long freedom of navigation, economic, and logistical superiority in a rapidly changing world. In the grand scheme of 21st century geopolitics, few territories offer such a concentrated blend of military, economic, and geographic advantage. From its indispensable role in continental defense to its immense, slumbering resource wealth and its commanding position over the trade routes of tomorrow, Greenland is far more than just a large island of ice. It is a critical component of America's future strategy, a linchpin for maintaining security and prosperity in an increasingly contested Arctic. As the ice continues to melt, Greenland's strategic value will only continue to rise, solidifying its place at the forefront of U.S. foreign policy for decades to come. But a glimpse into a future that teetered on the brink of reality. It began not with a bang, but with a headline that sent shockwaves across the globe. U.S. The words flashed across news tickers, stark and unbelievable. On one side, the formidable silhouette of the White House, the seat of immense power and ambition. On the other, the sweeping, majestic, and seemingly untouchable ice sheets of Greenland, a land of ancient glaciers and stark, serene beauty. The proposal was framed in terms of strategic importance and economic opportunity. But to the world, it looked like the opening move in a dangerous new game of global chess, where a nation itself was the ultimate prize. The response from Greenland was swift, unequivocal, and deeply offended. Broadcast from Nuuk, the message was clear: Greenland is not for sale. This firm public refusal, however, was not the end of the story, but the beginning of a chilling escalation. The United States, perceiving the rejection as a strategic setback, retaliated with a series of crippling economic sanctions targeting Greenland's fishing and mineral industries. Simultaneously, the U.S. military dramatically increased its presence in the Arctic, with warships and reconnaissance planes becoming a common sight in the frigid waters. The world watched in alarm as news montages flickered with images of defiant protests on the streets of Greenlandic towns, and heated, impassioned debates erupting within the United Nations Security Council, where diplomats scrambled to contain a rapidly spiraling crisis. The tension, which had been simmering for weeks, finally reached its boiling point in the icy expanse of the North Atlantic. A tense standoff unfolded between American naval patrols and the combined Danish and Greenlandic Coast Guard. The air crackled with unspoken threats. On the bridges of the warships, sailors stood with grim-faced determination, their eyes locked on the blinking lights of radar screens that showed the vessels just miles apart. The low rumble of jet engines tore through the Arctic silence as fighter squadrons streaked across the overcast sky, a clear and menacing display of military might. As a single agonizing hours, a single rash command could have ignited a conflict with unimaginable consequences, turning the pristine ice-blue waters red. Just as the situation seemed destined for open conflict, international allies, fearing a catastrophic rift in the Western Alliance, intervened, a flurry of frantic back from the precipice. After days of grueling negotiations in a neutral European capital, leaders from the United States, Denmark, and Greenland were shown signing a treaty. It was an agreement to de-escalate, to withdraw military forces, and to respect Greenland's autonomy. Yet, the atmosphere was thick with residual hostility. The final handshake for the cameras was cold, a mere formality that did little to hide the deep fractures that now existed. And as the news cycle moved on, a final poignant image remained: the Greenlandic flag, flying defiantly against a backdrop of immense, unyielding mountains of ice, a powerful and enduring symbol of its sovereignty, hard-won and fiercely protected.